We're on the concept development. This is page 54 in your book. Developing our decimal place value. So I'm just going to read this through with you, and then we'll try it on the bottom. This place value chart shows places from thousands through thousandths. And you'll notice how they have it separated. The chart can be used to help write numbers in standard form and expanded notation. Standard just means numerical form. Expanded means where you go through and you show the value of each number. The standard form for the number 7,029 and 568 thousandths is shown on the first row of the chart. 7,029 and 568 thousandths is shown on the, okay, we did that. Notice that a 0 is recorded in the hundreds place and shows the location of the decimal point. To write this number in expanded notation, complete these steps. Write the value of each digit as the product of the digit and the place value. For example, remember how you take the 7 and you drop the 7 like it's hot. 7 in the thousands place is equal to 7 times what? To 1,000. The value of the 6, we would have gone then to the 2. What is the value of that 2? 20. So it would be 2 times 10. What's the value of that 9? 9 times 1. What's the value of this 5? Right here, 5 times 1/10. What's this 6? 6 times 100. And then the 8 would be 8 times 1,000. So 0, decimal point 0, 0, 1. Then it says express the number as the sum of the products. That's where you put these together. This is exactly what we read. All right, so now we will go, and it says write each number in standard form, record your answers on the second and third rows above. And so we are thinking, what is this 3 worth? It is worth 3,000, so it's going to go, this 3 has to go in the thousands place. Next part, 5 times 100 is 500, so you put the 5 in the hundreds spot. What do you have for the 1 spot? A 7, so I'll bet we're just going to put a 0 right there, don't you think? All right, 9 times 1/10 would be 9/10. And then 1 times 1,000, then the 1 would go here, so you'd have to annex, you would put your little placeholder 0 in here. So our number is 3,507 and 901 thousandths. Now our next number would be 2 times 100, so we would drop the, I'm going to do the pink, the 2 in the 100 spot. The 8 times 1 is worth 8. So it doesn't look like we have anything for the tens. And then 3 times 100, so the 3 has to go right in the 100th spot. And we don't have anything for the 10th spot, so we have to put a placeholder. And 5 times 1,000, that would be 5 thousandths. Then it says, write this number in expanded notation using decimal numbers to represent the decimal place values. Well, guess what? We have been doing this already on our math calendars. So we're going to take the first number 1, and we're going to do 1 times, what place is that 1 in? 1,000. Move to the next digit, and that's a 7. 7 times the 1's, 10's, hundreds, so it will be 100. Moving on, 0, 0, we have a decimal point. Then we go to the 2. What place is that 2 in? That 2 is in the 10th place, so that would be 1/10 if you wanted to use a fraction, or you could just go right underneath, and if you wanted to use the decimal number, 0.1. Okay, obviously these would still be the same, right? This is starting to look familiar. Everything's coming around, isn't it? Okay. And then we've got a little bit more of the 500th. So this will be plus 5 times 1 over 100 because the 5 is in the 100th spot. And then we would write 5 times 0.01. Hope you're getting this now. All right, the next one. Write this number in expanded notation using fractions. Oh, my bad. I kind of went overkill. Okay, so fractions. So we'll just do fractions this time. So the 9, we'll scoot this up a little bit. The 5 is 5 times 10. You can't use fractions on that. Plus 9 times 1, because that is worth 59. Do you agree? Plus the 8 times 1/10 plus 1 times 100th plus 7 times 1 over 1,000. What did you notice about the process for writing a decimal number in expanded form notation? What did you see? Well, the 1 has to drop in the place of which it is naming. Sure does. All right, so that was page 54. It also says here for number 4 on that part, students may also represent a 0 in the number as a product of 0 times the place value. So if by chance you could do times 0 in there for if there was a place that we didn't have represented. So you could do that. What do you notice about the process for writing a decimal number? All right, go for it.